It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Herbert on first down now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The 23-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Don't let 89 go deep.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Running on first down, Ekeler pushes him over. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He dumps it to Ekeler underneath. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he whips that one incomplete there. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
42 yards rushing now in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Second down and 8. Herbert. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Henry out of the pistol. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Second down and goal. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. On the option, here's Eckler. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Harris returning. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
36, 36. Check 26, check 26.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that. A pretty good gain on the ground. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mikey, 18. Hey,
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Herbert on the move to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him
touchdown, Chargers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Asante Samuel Jr. on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert now. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up
throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Eckler, they run left side. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for the Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, 33 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Henry again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 83 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A huge play there for Denver. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's their quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Broncos 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On second down, Ekeler. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Chargers 28, Broncos 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once more, here's Ekeler. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here is Ekeler. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. So, Charles, so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.